Long ago, in the heart of Manipur, there was a magnificent kingdom called Kangla, ruled by the wise and kind-hearted King Ningthu Kobram. The land flourished with green hills, crystal-clear rivers, and endless fields of lotus flowers that bloomed under the golden sun. The queen, Leima Tamfa, was beloved by the people, but despite their happiness, they had one sorrow. They had no child. The royal priests prayed to the gods, and finally, on the night of the full moon, a beautiful girl was born to them. She was named Leisna, meaning gift of the gods. But her birth came with a prophecy. She will be as beautiful as the moon, as kind as the river, and as powerful as the storm. But beware, for a dark force will try to take her away, and only true love shall bring her back. The people of Kangla celebrated her birth, but the queen remained troubled by the prophecy. The king assured her, "Our daughter is a blessing. We will protect her no matter what." And so, Princess Leisna grew into a radiant young woman, loved by all. But as the prophecy foretold, darkness loomed on the horizon. In the mountains beyond the kingdom, there lived a powerful sorcerer named Atonba, who had once been a respected sage, but had turned to dark magic in his greed for power. He had heard of the prophecy and sought to claim Leisna's magic for himself. One evening, as Leisna wandered near Loktak Lake, she saw a rare golden lotus blooming in the water. Mesmerized, she stepped forward, but before she could touch it, the water rippled and darkened. A cold wind howled, and from the mist emerged Atonba, cloaked in shadows. "You are destined for greatness, princess," he whispered. "Come with me, and I will teach you magic beyond your imagination." Leisna stepped back, sensing his evil intent. "I do not seek power," she replied. "I belong with my people." Angered by her rejection, Atonba raised his staff and chanted an ancient spell. The winds roared and the ground trembled. Before Leisna could escape, a storm of black mist surrounded her, and in a blink, she vanished. The golden lotus she had reached for fell into the water and sank, as if the lake itself was mourning her loss. When the king and queen learned of Leisna's disappearance, grief spread across the kingdom. Warriors searched the forests, rivers, and mountains, but there was no sign of the princess. One young warrior, Hemba, who had loved Leisna since childhood, refused to give up. He approached the Maibis, the priestesses of the land, and asked for guidance. Under the moonlight, the high priestess whispered, "She has been taken to the cursed valley, beyond the dark mountains. Only the Enchanted Lotus of Loktak can break the spell." Hemba knew what he had to do. Armed with his spear and a heart full of determination, he set off toward Loktak Lake, where the golden lotus had last been seen. As Hemba reached the lake, the waters shimmered, and a soft voice echoed, "Who dares disturb my sacred waters?" From the mist emerged Irai Leima, the goddess of the lake, draped in silver robes, her hair flowing like the waves. Hemba bowed. "Great goddess, I seek the Enchanted Lotus to save Princess Leisna." Irai Leima studied him carefully. "To prove yourself worthy, you must pass 3 trials. Trial 1, the test of strength." Suddenly the ground shook, and from the depths of the water rose a giant serpent, its scales glistening under the moonlight. "If you wish to proceed," the goddess said, "you must defeat the guardian of the lake." The serpent lunged at Hemba, but he was quick. With his spear, he struck its side, but the creature was too powerful. Remembering the legends, he reached into his bag and pulled out a charm of fire, given to him by the village elder. As he threw it, the flames blinded the serpent, making it retreat back into the waters. Irai Leima nodded in approval. You have passed the first trial. Trial 2. The Test of Wisdom. A golden fish leapt from the water and spoke. Tell me, warrior, what is greater than power, richer than gold, and lasts beyond death? Hemba thought for a moment and replied, Love. The fish smiled and transformed into a golden lotus. The goddess picked it up. You have passed the second trial. Trial 3. The Test of the Heart. Finally, the goddess asked, If you take this lotus, you will break the spell, but Leisna may not remember you. Do you still wish to go? Hemba's heart ached, but he answered, I love her, even if she forgets me. The goddess smiled. Then your love is true. She handed him the Enchanted Lotus, and the waters of Loktak glowed, lighting his path. Hemba traveled through forests and mountains until he reached the cursed valley, where dark mist covered the land. In the center stood a black tower, and inside, Leisna sat trapped in a magical sleep, her hair flowing like a river of silk, her beauty untouched by time. Atonba appeared, his eyes burning with rage. You dare challenge me, boy? Hemba stood his ground. I have come to take Leisna home. Atonba raised his staff, summoning shadows, but Hemba held up the Enchanted Lotus. It glowed brightly, pushing back the darkness. The sorcerer screamed as the light consumed him, breaking his dark magic. The tower shook and crumbled, and as the spell was lifted, Leisna's eyes fluttered open. Hemba, she whispered, tears filling her eyes. She remembered everything. He took her hand. You are free now. Hemba and Leisna returned to Kangla, where the kingdom rejoiced. The king and queen embraced their daughter, and the people celebrated for days. Hemba and Leisna, bound by destiny and love, were soon married under the blessing of the gods. The golden lotus of Loktak was planted in the palace garden, blooming every full moon as a symbol of true love and courage. But the greatest gift was not magic or power. It was the love that had conquered even the darkest of fates. And so, the legend of Leisna and the Enchanted Lotus lived on, whispered by generations under the moonlit skies of Manipur.